Hey, Ryan here from Media Ace Marketing. If you're a contractor who's relied on referrals and word of mouth, but you started to notice the phone's not ringing like it used to, this video is for you. Your online presence is like the front of your truck. If it's beaten up and missing information, people are going to assume your work is too, and that could be costing you jobs right now. These are 5 specific areas that contractors ignore, and they're losing jobs because of it. You're doing everything right on the job site, but customers are still ghosting you, and you can't figure out why. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I look at when I audit a contractor's online presence. Not just rankings, but how trust and authority are built or lost online. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and you'll be able to check your own online presence like a pro and fix what's costing your jobs right now. All because you can show up in search results, that doesn't mean customers are going to choose you. Before I go into the first audit step, take 2 seconds. Hit that like button if this is already helping. Here's something you might not realize. Your first impression isn't happening in person anymore. It's happening online before you ever get a chance to meet the client. Think about it. When someone gets your name from a friend or sees your truck driving around town, what do? They're going to Google you. And in those first 10 seconds, they're going to decide whether to even call you. I know this isn't your world. You're out there doing the work and you're not obsessing over review responses or directory listings, but trust me, it's the reason you're losing easy jobs that should be yours. Here's a pattern that plays out all across the industry. A hardscaper does quality work, gets referrals from happy customers, but then those referrals don't call back after getting a quote. Why? Because their online presence has killed their credibility before they even get to show their work. Your future client is looking at 2 contractors. Both do great work. One shows up professionally online, the other doesn't. Who do you think they're going to call first? Most contractors think they have a lead problem, but you actually have a positioning problem. You're showing up, but when potential customers click, they're not feeling very confident in you. Let me show you what exactly I mean. Picture yourself spending thousands each month on lead services, but only converting about 15% of those leads. Nothing changes with your service or sales approach. Just fixing your online presence and your conversion rate is going to jump to over 40%. Same leads, different results. That's exactly what I want to help you with today. When you're looking at your online presence, there are 5 specific areas that matter the most. Let's break them down. First, your Google Map Pack presence. The Google Map Pack, that's the map pack with 3 local businesses that appear when someone searches for contractors in your area. Why does this matter? Because about 1/3 of the local searches turn into calls from these listings, and most homeowners never scroll past them. This is about visibility. Here's what happens all the time. You get plenty of word of mouth referrals, but when those referrals search for your business, they can't find you very easily. So they're going to call your competitor instead. Your work deserves to be seen, but it has to be framed the right way. To fix this, I do 3 things. Claim and update your Google business profile, consistently get new reviews, and make sure your business information looks exactly the same everywhere online. Not just Main Street or on one site, on everywhere. Here's a lazy fix you can do today. Just search your business name on Google. If your listing isn't claimed, it'll say own this business or claim it right now. It just takes 5 minutes, but it makes a huge difference. Remember, all because you exist as a business doesn't mean Google knows how to show you to a potential customer. 2, reviews and review responses. Next, your reviews. But it's not just about stars, it's about how many and how recent. And most importantly, whether you respond to them. This builds confidence that you're not going to regret calling you. Here's what's going through a homeowner's mind in those first 10 seconds. They're weighing quality against quantity, 5 5-star reviews when you've been in business for 20 years, that's a red flag. But 5 5-star reviews for a new business, that's a little bit more promising. Here's the biggest mistake you might be making, is not responding to reviews, both good and bad. Think about it. How would you handle a negative review that tells future customers exactly how you're going to handle their problem on a project? If you respond with anger, that's what they're going to expect if something goes wrong. If you show empathy and control, they're going to feel the same. They're going to feel safe hiring you. Here's an easy win you can do today. Set a reminder every Friday to spend 10 minutes replying to new reviews. Just thank customers for positive ones and address concerns professionally on negative ones. This alone can change how people see your business. This is a pattern seen throughout the industry. Contractors who start responding to all their reviews within 24 hours using a simple thank you note see their call rate from Google increase by 20 to 30% in just a month. Same reviews, just different impression. 3. Website first impressions. There's a 3-second test on your website. When someone lands on your homepage, they can immediately tell what you do, who you do it for, and why they should choose you. This creates relief that they've finally found somebody that they can trust. Most contractor websites fail this test. They have a generic statement like quality work at affordable prices or a slideshow of random project photos with no context. What makes people nervous about hiring you? A website that looks outdated or unprofessional? If you won't invest a couple $1,000s in your online presence, why would they trust you with a $25,000 backyard project? The contractors who win don't just list services, they speak directly to the customer's hopes and fears. We create outdoor living spaces that increase your home's value and last for generations. It is much stronger than we install pavers. Here's a quick fix you can do right now. Update your homepage headline to directly address what customers want. Instead of Smith Landscaping, servicing Miami since 1997, try we create outdoor living spaces that become your family's favorite place to gather. Your website doesn't need to be fancy, but it needs to instantly show that you understand what your customers want. 4. Project gallery or visuals. Your project photos, this goes beyond just pictures. This builds respect for your craftsmanship before they ever meet you. The difference between ranking and getting chosen often comes down to proof. Do you show the quality that you claim? Do you tell the story behind the projects? Do you include customer testimonials with the photos? I've seen great contractors who are doing amazing work, but they were just not getting noticed, and it crushed them, all because they didn't show their work properly online. Here's what happens all the time. You do beautiful work with pavers and retaining walls, but on your website you show tiny low-quality phone pictures, and then you upgrade to professional photos with before and afters and customer quotes, and your average project value starts to jump by 20% or more. It's the same work, just a different presentation. If you don't have pro photos yet, at least add captions to what you've already got. Tell people what they're looking at. Like, this custom fire pit area used premium pavers with a lifetime warranty. That alone adds context to your competitors that your competitors are missing. Remember, all because you can take quick phone photos, it doesn't mean you should. And number 5, what people see when they type in your name into Google. Finally, what happens when someone Googles your business name directly and looks at everything that appears? This creates security in their decision to call you. This is your digital handshake. When someone searches specifically for your business, what impression do they get? Is your information consistent across Google, Facebook, various other directories, and review sites? Do you control what appears? The goal is simple. When someone searches for you by name, they should feel ready to hire you before that even call happens. This happens throughout the industry. A roofer has an old address, a negative review right at the top of a search result. After cleaning this up, their phone calls start to double. The same business, just a different first impression. Here's a simple fix for today. Google your business name and see what comes up. If there are outdated listings or wrong information, just take 15 minutes to update the top 3 results. It's a small effort for a big impact. Even something as simple as setting a reminder every Friday to reply to reviews or upload a photo can completely change how customers see you. These small systems make a huge difference over time. Now, why does this matter so much? Each of these fixes adds up, and over 6 and 12 months, they change your entire lead flow. Even in the next 90 days, just fixing reviews and Google visibility can mean a real difference in who picks up the phone. Most contractors don't realize that they're losing jobs before the phone even rings because their online presence didn't build trust. Let's talk about the real cost. When a referral doesn't convert because they weren't impressed with what they found online, it's not just one lost job. That's all the future referrals that person might have given you. When you're forced to compete on price because your online presence doesn't establish your value, that's thousands of dollars in lost profit margins, month after month. This isn't a cost center. This is one of your most valuable, low-maintenance employees, if you treat it that way. There's a saying in the hardscaping world that captures this perfectly. I used to think online presence was just a nice to have, and now I realize it's the foundation that makes everything else work. Would you hire you based on what shows up when you're searched online? That's the real question you need to answer. Think of it this way. Your craftsmanship might be excellent. Your customer service might be outstanding. But if your online presence says otherwise, none of that matters, because you never get the chance to prove it. If you're serious about positioning yourself as the go-to in your space, and you want to see what your presence looks like through a customer's eyes, I'll send you a quick video on it. Just message me or drop a comment below. This isn't just marketing, it's an investment in how your business is perceived at every decision point. Small changes here will bring you better clients with less headache. Hit that subscribe button for more contractor growth strategies that actually work. Thanks for watching.